Hello friends, I'm Miranda Carter, and welcome to the Friend Zone. So what I have for you today is another kind of mixed bag. I've got some memes we can react to, some stories, and then I'll share a personal story of my own from the weekend. So now let's look at some birthday memes. Happy first birthday. Well, at least they're not old enough to tell that it's a mistake. Unless you're raising a baby genius. Okay, well, it's the thought that counts, and the thought here is I can't be bothered. Okay, so this is some serious candle math. The fact that they lit the sideways one is pretty intriguing. That's hilarious. Looking forward to your birthday party. Ending. We all know at least one kid like that. Have your birthday party here in the restroom. It's my birthday and I love fries. If this was before gift registries were a thing, this kid is a genius. What was promised and what showed up? What showed up was a walking SpongeBob piñata, because kids are gonna want to whack that open with a baseball bat, and I can't blame them. So I came across a wonderful story on a website called upliftingmayhem.com, and it was just kids' birthday parties made easy, and the title caught my attention right away because it basically said, "The Lazy Mom's Guide to an Awesome Pinterest-Free Birthday Party." And it's beautifully written, so I would love to react to this with you guys. I did it. I planned an entire birthday party, and I didn't even glance in Pinterest direction for any advice of any kind whatsoever, and it was a success. I may have actually started planning it the night before at about 10 p.m. as well. Now, before you start hyperventilating into a brown paper bag at the very thought, I need to explain to you that I am pretty much a phone-it-in mom when it comes to birthday parties. And I've been winging it for years with my 5 children because honestly, you can't survive that many birthday parties in a year if you go all out. And 4 of my 5 happen to take place in a month and a half. Good heavens. That's a lot of birthdays in that short of a span. Godspeed to this mom, my goodness. The amazing thing is that my children have never given me that look of embarrassment or disappointment when their birthday party is over. Aw, sweet babies. And here's the secret that Pinterest isn't telling you. It is all about setting the bar at a low and reasonable level to begin with, so you aren't trying to top yourself every year. And rest assured, I can teach you exactly how to do that, friend. She wrote friend. It's like she wrote it just for me. The irony of you finding this post on Pinterest is not lost on me. I didn't find it on Pinterest, actually. I found it on upliftingmayhem.com. But I think there is a generation of kids reaching adulthood who have no concept of how a birthday party went down before Pinterest was on the scene. And I want to remedy that situation. Yeah, let's join this cause. I also think there was a boatload of mothers out there who are digging themselves an early grave with their extreme party planning efforts. Yeah, the stress. Now I know there are those precious few who live to plan parties and are exhilarated by the whole experience, and more power to them. If you have that energy and you love it and that's your thing, awesome. Love that for you. But the rest of us are just hanging on for dear life, trying to keep up and end up needing a sick day after the party is over just to recuperate. Come on, people. That's just sad and kind of ridiculous, really. So if you are not one of those precious few, the first step is admitting it. Say it out loud with me. I am not a master party planner. I am, in fact, a procrastinator. I would rather be sleeping, reading a book, or catching up on my favorite show than making centerpieces and filling goodie bags at 11 p.m. And that does not make me a bad mother. Kind of. I am not the queen of cakes, and fondant is foreign to me. I love my children enough to give them a dose of reality when it comes to their birthday. It is not because I'm lazy. It's because it's good for them to realize the world doesn't revolve around them. Okay, it's because I'm lazy. But I still love my children, and I think the number of dirty diapers I have changed and the number of their self-written and produced plays I have patiently endured is proof of that. You know what? Maybe we should stop admitting stuff. How about we just talk about how you can plan a Pinterest-free birthday party your child will love from the comfort of your own home in 5 easy steps, shall we? I'm loving how this is written. This is fantastic. Do not, I repeat, do not choose a theme. Themes are highly overrated, and themes can suck the life right out of you. Themes bring with them the lie that you have to make everything you do at this party fit in with the theme somehow, and who needs that kind of stress? I don't need Sophia the First breathing down my neck while I plan this party. You know what I'm saying? Do you know what the theme of every party I hosted and attending growing up was? Happy birthday. Now that's a theme I can get behind. It's simple, to the point, and everything goes with that theme, people. Just think of the possibility. So resist the urge to theme it up, no matter how enticing your local party store makes it. You know what? You should probably just avoid those stores at all costs just to be safe. It is too easy to get sucked into walking down those aisles. In the words of the most popular party-themed character of all time, girlfriend, let it go. If you're singing right now, just know that I'm judging you through my camera just a little bit. Step 2, take an inventory of what you already have around the house that can help you pull off this party. You probably have a whole bin of partially used rolls of crepe paper, paper plates, tablecloths, etc. Just pull them out and use them again. If they were good enough last time, they are good enough this time. Honestly, your kids don't care that you decorated extremely well. They just care that you decorate. And if you set the bar low in this area where it is just the normal thing to pull out the same old decorations birthday after birthday, my girls love staying up to decorate our house with me while the birthday child goes to sleep so they can wake up to a world of birthday splendor. And by birthday splendor, I mean some twirly, swoopy crepe paper in a couple places, a party tablecloth of some kind that we've already used a few times, some birthday printed paper plates and cups, and they're present in the center of the table. We also have a picture of the birthday kid front and center, and tie a couple of balloons to that are, once again, not usually matching, let alone attached to any theme to their chair. Step 3, the cake. First off, if it stresses you out, lady, don't even decorate a cake. I have one daughter who prefers cheesecake, and if you think for 1 minute I went to Pinterest to find the most repinned cheesecake recipe to whip out for her, you're sadly mistaken. Who in their right mind wastes that kind of money and energy on immature plates? Immature palettes. Yeah, little kids, they don't care. It's sugar. If it's sugar whipped together with some other stuff, they're happy. Thank you, Great Value Instant Cheesecake, for making all her dreams come true. Another time we did an ice cream bar with various candy and cookie toppings instead. I loved it, and so did the kids. Stick a number candle in it and you're good to go. As long as, blow it out fast and stuff. Don't melt all the ice cream. If you must have cake, do not feel pressured to pay hundreds of dollars for someone to handcraft you a custom birthday cake, or spend hundreds of hours making one that probably won't turn out as cool as it looked on Pinterest. Let's be honest. Keep it simple, and let me say you can't go wrong if you embellish with candy. Nothing gets your kids more excited than seeing candy on their cake. Unless they're like my kid and texture is a big thing, then like chunks of stuff in their food's not a good thing. So, but you know your kid. You know your kid better than anybody. For example, my son just turned 3 and loves trains. Hey, our kids could be best friends. So I just made your standard 9x13 chocolate cake, bought some pre-made cream cheese frosting and colored it for a base, made a train track out of pull-apart licorice. Oh, licorice. Oh, you lost me at the licorice. Of course, it's not for me. It's for the kid. And the kid liked candy on his cake, so this is a win. And put 3 little mini train cars that I bought on the track. I didn't even have a confectioner tip to write happy birthday with, so I just cut the corner off a plastic bag and made it work. Then I added number 3 in mini M&Ms. Genius. Done and done. I know, it's terribly impressive. I came up with it out of my own brain. Can you believe that? I kid you not, my boy stared at that thing for 20 minutes. Talking to me about it, and then insisted that I put it on the floor next to him while he played with his toys until it was time for his party. He loved my lame little cake just as much as he would have loved the one that I might have paid hundreds of dollars and spent forever on, and was not stressed out by it in the least. And again, I have his expectations set right where they should be for future cakes, which is critical. Games and entertainment are so much easier to come up with when there is no theme holding you back. Don't go crazy with it. You can overplan the fun right out of a party, rushing kids from one thing to the next, because I stayed up until 2 a.m. creating this Frozen themed twister board, and by Bippy, you kids are gonna play it. Everything is more enjoyable with a little freedom and creativity. That's what I'm saying. You know what we did for my son's birthday? I found these LED light up balloons, so we blew them up, turned off the lights, and had a dance party. It was seriously splendid. Everybody had a great time, and it took me exactly 5 minutes to plan and set up. Sometimes the skill and the succinctness of your planning, that's the skill. Anyone can spend hours planning something amazing, but few are gifted enough to plan something epic in mere minutes. And when I say epic, I'm using it in the more popular, though incorrect usage, meaning anything mildly cool. Let that be a challenge to you as you plan your epic party. When all else fails, honestly, the old classics are still a good one. Red Rover, Pin the Tail, Fruit Basket, Freeze Tag. You don't even have to reinvent the wheel here. If kids can run around and be crazy, they're happy, right? Why lose sleep trying to come up with something original? Step 5, let the goodie bag ship sail off into the sunset without you. When did this become a thing and who started it? Seriously, who? I want to give them a firm talking to in front of their neighbors, because what is up with creating all this extra work and expense for no good reason at all? Okay, maybe it is thoughtful to send your guests off with a thank you gift for attending your party and giving you a present, but do you remember goodie bags when you were a kid? I do. They were called a pat on your head as you walked out the door. Seriously, they just fed me cake and ice cream and entertained me for 2.5 hours. Wasn't that enough? And I didn't feel ripped off as a kid. So couldn't we all just make a pact as reasonable adults to get rid of the whole goodie bag scene once and for all? And let me just tell you the part I hate worst about goodie bags. You hand them out at the end of the party and then let the kids start playing around, waiting for their parents to arrive. Well, you need both hands to play. So they set down their goodie bag somewhere and forget about it until their parent gets there and they go to get it, only to realize another kid picked it up thinking it was theirs. And then you have to deal with the drama because the goodie bag that's left has all the candy already eaten out of it, because y'all know children can consume unusually large amounts of sugar in incredibly short periods of time. So you're digging around trying to find any scraps of candy you have left so none of your guests leave in tears. It's awesome. And if you just read that whole run-on sentence out loud, then you understand how exhausted I feel after dealing with that kind of nonsense. Let's just be done, okay? That's all I'm saying. I didn't read it all in one breath, and I'm an actor. I should have been prepared to do that. But yes, it is exhausting. It takes a lot of training. So to sum up, no theme, lower the bar, use what you got, keep it simple. The classics are still classics, and bag the goodie bags. If you follow this formula for a Pinterest-free birthday party, I can pretty much guarantee you a stress-free experience. But you should still play the I just survived a kid birthday party card and take a nap afterward. Read a book, catch up on your favorite show, watch the Friend Zone's next video. I was at another birthday party this weekend, and there was a little girl that was in the ball pit, and she was yelling, "Help, help." And another little girl near me had one of those pretend swords, and I thought, awesome, I'm going to be able to witness like a reenactment of that viral video where the dragon was attacking like a princess party, but the princesses all had swords and shields and they chased him and beat him anyway. I was like, awesome, I'm going to get to see a live version of that. Well, instead, the little girl picked up a toy cell phone and decided to pretend to call the police for help instead. And I thought that was absolutely hilarious. Well, thank you so much for joining me for some more birthday party memes and shenanigans. If you have anything that you'd like to share with me and react with me on, send those to Miranda@friendzoneoc.com. And I'll see you real soon.